So let's start by looking at who is actually in the room. So here's a quick overview. Baby boomers, and honestly, Google this, you'll find 500 different versions of what years make which generation. So take it with a grain of salt. But around about, baby boomers are born between 1946 and 1964. Often people of this generation, they were born post-war, in post-war rebuilding. They tend to value loyalty and stability and structure. People in this generation might be more appreciative of hierarchy, clarity in communication, usually will prefer face-to-face communication, prefer for people to be in the office all the time because that is aligned with their previous lived experience. Generation X are born around 1965 to 1980. This generation can tend to be more independent, resourceful, and pragmatic, preferring autonomy, quite direct communication, and they just want to get on with it. Millennials are born from 1981 to 1996, can be more purpose-driven, more collaborative, tend to be more tech-savvy. As I'm a millennial, so I'm going to say we came of age in the internet era, at the turn of the millennium, when we all survived Y2K, when technology was being more incorporated into our work lives. Often millennials will value flexibility, consistent feedback, and opportunities for growth. Generation Z were born from 1997 onward. These is the first generation of digital natives. So often Gen Z people, team members will value authenticity. There is a blanket expectation for diversity and transparency. They are typically quite socially aware. They want to be seen and heard quickly. And what we're coming to learn from Gen Z is there can be a reduced impetus or interest in being a leader. And that is because us millennials and Generation X worked really long hours and we haven't made it look very appealing, basically. And so sometimes people when you have the Generation Z coming through, they might be less inclined to lean into what their perception of being a manager or a leader is. If you are a leader, you're probably leading a mix of those four generations. So you might be trying to juggle and navigate different expectations about what work is, how work should look and feel. Not necessarily the output or the expectations on tasks, but the percentage that work takes up of the life pie. So if life is a pie chart, each of those generations will see work taking up a different amount of space, energy, and focus. The reframe here is that diversity of age is also diversity of thinking. Every generation brings something that we can learn from. And when we understand that, then we can lead with not only more empathy and intention, but more innovation. So we can partner different generations together so that we can couple the knowledge and the experience and the stability of our baby boomer generation, for example, with the tech savvy energy of Gen Z. And when you can effectively bring those together and other combinations of the generations, then you're going to get better outcomes. In fact, research is showing that if we can get more age diversity on boards, so at the board level, then we will see better success metrics, increases in profitability and performance. So we want to have diversity in all its iterations.